Stay home or face punishment. The words of French President Emmanuel Macron on Monday as the French government ramped up its lockdown restrictions across the country.
Dès demain, midi.
As of Tuesday at noon, and for the next 15 days, our movement will have to be severely limited. That means outdoor gatherings with family and friends will not be allowed. Anyone who does not abide by these guidelines will be punished.
Grocery shopping, going to work when working from home is impossible, and providing assistance to at-risk family members, some of the few exceptions to the rule. Aside from those, anyone out without a valid reason will face a fine.
An empty Times Square in New York City as the city scrambled to contain the coronavirus pandemic. Several states ordered restrictions on businesses, including restaurants, and closed schools, while the federal government pushed back on rumors of a national lockdown. However, U.S. President Donald Trump gave more rigorous guidelines for the next 15 days.
My administration is recommending that all Americans, including the young and healthy, work to engage in schooling from home when possible, avoid gathering in groups of more than 10 people, avoid discretionary travel, and avoid eating and drinking at bars, restaurants, and public food courts.
Trump has been criticized for his handling of the crisis, including prematurely touting a Google website that he said would help people determine whether they needed a coronavirus test.
At least 20 people have been injured in a car bomb that exploded in front of a government building. This is in southern Thailand. It happened in the city of Yala, where officials were holding a meeting to discuss the spread of coronavirus.
Yes, well, as you mentioned, this took place in Yala province in the morning. This is one of the three southernmost provinces of Thailand bordering Malaysia. And in those three southern provinces, there is an armed Muslim separatist group operating, or several groups operating. They are fighting for independence or greater autonomy from Thailand and have been doing so for years. Thailand is, of course, a predominantly Buddhist country. So these groups regularly stage attacks in the three southernmost provinces. They are usually relatively small in nature, usually gun attacks, small bomb attacks, targeting security forces, government buildings, as was the case just a few hours ago.
The host goes first.
turn our focus to South Asia. And the situation is quickly turning into drastic in Pakistan. Latest information we are getting from Pakistan is where one person has died of the coronavirus. The total number of infected is nearing the 200 mark in Pakistan. Federal Health Ministry's Command and Control Center has confirmed one death in the city of Lahore. They suggest a victim had a travel history to Muscat.
As coronavirus sweeps the globe, no cases have so far been reported yet in Libya. But the Tripoli-based government is already taking preventive measures. A state of emergency has been declared. Airports and border crossings will be closed for 3 weeks. Schools and universities for at least 2 weeks. Social gatherings have been restricted. Restaurants and cafes must close after 4 p.m. Government officials are also doing what they can to reassure the public.
We have started operating swing shops to produce masks, and we're also preparing teams to spray streets with disinfectants.
Along Bangladesh's border with India, people smuggling has suddenly become a booming business. Those orange lights are in India. The traffic is all one way, to Bangladesh. Sometimes smugglers aren't necessary. These are Indian Border Force officers handing people over to their Bangladeshi counterparts. They're all Muslim. They say there's a new hostile environment towards them in India. In decades past, Bangladeshis left their villages and crossed the rice paddies to India. More than 2 million are there now, according to the government in New Delhi. In December, India's parliament passed a fast-track citizenship act for people from neighbouring countries that explicitly excludes Muslims.
Come on. See, the important thing is that you stay at home because there's a curfew now. Okay, no one is allowed out, especially someone that is like 72 years old. After you're 65, you're not allowed at the house anymore in California. So we stay home and we eat here, right? Oh yes, that's yummy. I eat with the whiskey, and there's Lulu. Lulu loves carrots. Whiskey loves carrots. I just had my little bit of vegan food. Oh, that was yummy, huh? Oh, see, that's what we do. We don't go out, we don't go to restaurants, we don't do anything like that anymore here. We just eat with whiskey and with Lulu. We have a good time. We get entertained. Look at that beautiful smile she has, huh? Oh, yes.